everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kristen and I love to craft. Today we're going to be making this Bigfoot card. It is my dad's 51st birthday and I think that he is just going to love this card. On the front it says, "Happy birthday, you filthy animal." I thought that it was so fitting for Bigfoot. This one also says Mountain Patrol. On the inside, we used a few different shades of green for the trees of cardstock, and we also made the balloons say 51. So let's get started. I purchased this big pack of cardstock from Hobby Lobby over the weekend, and it is all neutral. It doesn't say what pound of cardstock it is. If I had to guess, I would say it's about 65. It's definitely not 110. But for this, I went ahead and marked off what pages that I wanted to use. We actually don't use the orange in this video. That one's actually for another video, but we used the yellow for the sun. We used a green for the trees and the forest. But I would definitely recommend picking out a good neutral book for card making because it has every single color that I absolutely love. If I had to add any colors to this, it would definitely be like a white or more of maybe like a ivory sort of color to go in this pack, but it's definitely a great neutral pack. I have my card and all of my pieces that I've already cut with my Cricut. And here are the tiny balloon pieces that the Bigfoot is going to be holding. I like to keep them in a small container that way that I don't lose them. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to move all of these pieces out of the way. So what we're going to do first is fold the card in half. There is a textured side and there's also like a flat matte side. I bought this pack of cardstock from Hobby Lobby over the weekend. And it's all neutral colors and I really, really love it. I think it goes great with just about everything. Okay, so now that we have the card folded in half, it's going to open up just like this. So this is going to be the front. I also like to take just a tool or something to kind of press down those edges a little bit. I don't have one of those scoring tools yet for my Cricut. I really need to get one though. So the first thing that I'm going to be adding to my card is going to be the background. For this background, we're going to be using these pop dots. I've used these in just about every one of my videos and I just really, really love them. It's better than hot glue or Elmer's glue, and it's super easy and super quick. I like to space my pop dots out evenly so that the card doesn't bend or buckle when putting it inside of the envelope. Now I'm going to take all of the backing pieces off. Okay, I now have all of the backing pieces off. I'm going to center it on the front. Just like that. Now the front of the card says, "Happy birthday, you filthy animal." And I thought that it was very fitting for the Bigfoot that we're going to put on here. He is just going to love that. So let's see. I think for this, I'm going to use double-sided tape. Okay, so I have this double-sided tape that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and it has been one of my favorites to use for card making. You just don't have to use the hot glue or the glue. You don't have to wait for anything to, stick down or actually dry down. You just put it on there, peel up the backing, and then you're good to go. Okay, I'm just going to add 2 pieces to the sides. Just really press it down to make sure that it's on there. And I'm going to take the ends and peel it up. Okay, so now that we're done, we're just going to put it on the front of the card. Okay, so when you are putting the double-sided tape on the back of something, you have to be very careful because it is very hard to remove it. It'll almost ruin your project. So the next thing that we're going to do is put the trees on the front, just like this. And I also cut out 2 Bigfoot, and I'm going to attach them with double-sided tape so that it gives it just a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to put them about right there. So for this, we will just use double-sided tape again. Okay, now I'm just going to peel off the backing. And then stick it down. I'm also going to do the same thing for this tree. Just peel off the backing and put it down. I'm also going to go ahead and attach the 2 Bigfoot together. We don't need a whole lot, so I'm not going to worry about sticking it all over. All right, just peeling up that backing off the tape. Now with this one, you definitely want to make sure because you can't slide it around once it is done. And that looks good. I think I'm going to kind of hang him off the card just a little bit. I think that would be very cute. Let's see. Where do I want him? I kind of like him over here. So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape right here. Or, yeah, we're going to use double-sided tape for that. I was going to use maybe some pop dots, but I don't think that it really needs that much more dimension on the front. So let's just go ahead, put the double-sided tape on the back, and then peel off that backing if it'll come off. Sometimes it is a little bit difficult to get that backing off, so let's see. I don't want to cover up the tree too much, but I think that's very cute right there. And then for the front, I also found this cute little, it looks like a faux patch, but it was in a pack of cardstock, which they don't sell the pack anymore, but you can always go to Google and just print off any sort of patch, and you can actually make your own in like Canva or something like that. I feel like I can't get the top straight on this one. Okay, and I figured I would put it right here. It says Mountain Patrol, which is super cute. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna put it right here, or I like it right there. Just kind of hanging off, that way that both sides are pretty much hanging off of the card. Just getting a little bit of double-sided tape. I'm gonna put it right here along the edge, and then peel off the backing. And then just attach it to that corner. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. He is going to love that. So that is going to be the front of our card. The back of our card, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so the back of the card, I'm also going to put a bunch of stuff back here. Since the top of the card is so heavy and has a lot of dimension on it, I was really thinking that I could put the Bigfoot scene up here, but I think it's too much weight. So I want to kind of evenly distribute the weight and put it down here, which is not something that I really planned for, but with crafting, you just kind of have to adjust. Okay, so I have all of my pieces here, along with the balloons and the strings, and he's turning 51, so we'll keep that right there, that way that we don't lose any pieces. We're going to start off with the background again. And for this one, I do want to add some dimension, so I'm going to be putting pop dots on there. Okay, I put a ton on there, so let's go ahead and take off the backing. Okay, we have all of the pop dot backings taken off. I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down. Again, when you're laying the piece down that has any sort of glue dots or pop dots or double-sided tape, you want to make sure that it is the, hi buddy, that it is the correct placement, because you can't really move it around. It's not like hot glue. Hi. Do you want to put your little hands in? Okay. You want to help? Say hi. Say hi to our little viewers. Say hello. Say hello. Hello. Yeah, you're going to help? Okay, so it looks like I have a little helper. He's going to be helping me. Can you say, Brady? Brady. Brady. Say I too. Two. Okay, so now we're going to be putting pop dots on the back of the sun. Do you want to help? Can you help? Look, can you put this one on there? It's really sticky. Say sticky. Sticky. You got it? Look, can you put it down right here? Uh-oh, it's stuck to your finger. Can I help? Say help. Okay, can you push it down? Ooh, good job. Yay! All right, now we're going to be taking the backing off the pop dots. Okay, so we took the backing off the pop dots, and now we're going to put the sun at the very top. So let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, now that we have the sun attached, I want to put the trees down. I'm trying to remember how I had them. Say Bigfoot. Can you say Bigfoot? Bigfoot. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to take a break and we will come right back. Come on, you want to go color? Color. Okay, what's color? Okay, so I am back. I gave him some crayons and a coloring page. He should be busy enough while we get this card done very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to put some pop dots on the back and take off the backing as well. Okay, we're just going to place that tree right there. Okay, I think I want the Bigfoot off to the side, so let me go ahead and apply some double-sided tape to give it just a little bit of dimension. Want to make sure that we do line him up very carefully. There we go. And then I have some more trees. I'm going to put pop dots on those, or on the rest of the trees. All right, just gonna go ahead and put this tree down. Actually, I want to peel off this pop dot right here, and I want to put double-sided tape down for that one. Perfect. I wanted to take this tree right here. It's just a lighter color, and add it right there, and then take a smaller one. Maybe hide it a little bit back there. Okay, so I put a pop dot on it, taking off the back. I'm just gonna slide it behind there a little bit. Perfect. And then for this, I'm going to put the pop dots down the middle, since it sort of overlaps those trees a little bit. Just going to take the backing off. Perfect. Okay, so I was just thinking, I think I want to slide the Bigfoot back in there just a tad bit because we still have the balloons to add on. So just going to dump those out a little bit. And I do have a few extra trees that I'm probably just going to save for another project. So I'm going to I'm going to assemble the balloon first. And for this, I'm actually going to use some hot glue. So what I'm going to do is take my 2 balloon string pieces that I cut out of cardstock. I just took my scissors and just did a wavy cut. I'm going to take the 2 ends, put just a tiny dab of hot glue on there, like that. And then I'm going to slide it into his hand because there's a little cut, if you could see it. There's just a little cut right there where the balloon strings can just slide in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue between that part so that way that it looks like he's holding the balloons. Okay, so I'm just going to dab just a tiny bit. Just put those pieces together. Okay, and then there's just a little bit of hot glue. You can just take your fingers and just kind of pull the hot glue off. And then I'm going to take Bigfoot, put a little bit of hot glue on the top of his hand. Not too much, just like the tiniest little bit. All right. Now I'm going to take the balloon strings, slide it in his hand, and bend it back just a little bit to where that hot glue meets those strings. And you could see just a little bit of hot glue coming off. Let's just, okay, so we got the hot glue strings off. Now we're going to hot glue these tiny, tiny numbers to the balloons. Okay, so I put a tiny little dab of hot glue on the 5. I'm just going to press it down. I'm going to do a tiny dab again for the 1. Okay, just a tiny little amount. Then I'm going to press it down on that balloon. Okay, now I'm going to take the back of the balloon, put a little dab of hot glue, and attach it to these strings. All right, make sure that you do your numbers in order. You don't want to get these mixed up. Now I'm just going to put a dab on the one. I'm going to flip it over just so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. Look how cute that is. Stinking cute. Okay, so here is our Bigfoot scene again. Just going to kind of place him somewhere where I think that we could close the card. We won't have any issues. Okay, that works out perfect right there. I'm going to use some double-sided tape again. Put a piece of double-sided tape right there. I'm going to cut off just a little bit. More for right there. And then put some right there as well. Now I'm just going to take off the backing. I would have used hot glue to put him on, but I'm a little bit scared that the hot glue is going to warp the cardstock or, you know, kind of ruin it from the back side. So I think that this is going to be just fine. All right, tuck him back there just a little bit. And then press down. I kind of want these balloons to be hanging, but I'm a little bit scared that little dot of hot glue is not going to work. So I think I'm just going to use 2 pop dots for the backs of the balloons. I kind of wish I would have done that before though, because having to bend the cardstock, but I think it'll be okay. So we're just going to put that one right there. And then another pop dot. Just going to go ahead and take off the backing so I don't have to bend it so much. And then just attach it to the back of that balloon and put it right there. So here is the inside of the card. Look how cute that turned out. He is going to love that. And then we still have enough room to write, you know, happy birthday or whatever type of greeting that we're going to put in there. And here is the front of the card. So stinking cute. He is going to love that. I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please let me know. I also have this file saved to my computer still, so if you want the file, let me know and I can email that over to you all.